This time on Movie Show Plus. Greg Russell has been busy and he'll spotlight not one, not two, but 3 different films now in release.
I mean, if we worked together for, 20 years, I think we'd definitely kill each other.
Tom Santilli will get you caught up with his latest movie reviews, from Jordan Peele's box office smash Us to Tim Burton's Dumbo.
You have magic.
And it's a special HBO edition at this week's Trailer Park, as we'll give you a first look at the final season of Game of Thrones, as well as the long-awaited Deadwood movie. All that, plus a whole lot more, coming up on Movie Show Plus.
You ever think Bullock of not going straight at a thing?
No.
Welcome to the Taj.
Thank you. Remember always, here at the Taj,
Hope you'll have a good stay.
guest is God. Let's move.
Under the table, sit down.
This film is about the unlikely heroes at this hotel.
Terrorists have laid siege to the landmark Taj Hotel.
When the attacks happened, my whole family was just watching in terror, and I knew if they ever were going to tell this story about the bravery of the staff and the survivors, I really wanted to put my face to it.
Remember, know how many there are, where they are. To get through this, we must stick together. I'm just scared. We all are.
I play a waiter in the hotel. It represented a dream to a young man from the slums who didn't have anything. He would go to work and meet these incredible people, guests from Japan, from England, from USA. He's got a young child to feed and a wife. When faced with absolute terror, he rises to the challenge and becomes a man in the process and saves a lot of people.
My kid is upstairs. Do you have a family? Yes. And I hope to stay alive and see them.
I play a character named David Duncan, a guy from America who finds himself in Mumbai the day of the attacks. He's got to get his son, he's got to get back to his wife, and survive this hellscape.
Our guests are trapped all through the hotel. We should try and gather whoever we can.
In Chef O'Brien, there is leadership.
Everyone listen and please.
He's one of the top chefs in the country, or maybe one of the top 10 in the world. So there's an authority that comes across.
If we are together, we'll be fine.
Later, he takes over the whole charge of saving these people's lives.
If they hear us, we'll all die.
There's a sense of reverence that you have to bring to it. We're dealing with people's lives.
I hope more than anything else that the film does justice to the plight of the guests and the staff.
Guest is God, sir.
The beauty of Hotel Mumbai is that it focuses on the resilience of the human spirit and how strong and powerful we can be in the face of dire circumstances.
It's suspenseful, it's emotional, it celebrates these real-life heroics.
These real people triumph over this great adversity. They really are heroes.
Many of you have families at home. There is no shame in leaving.
I've been here 35 years. This is my home.
Hey, Greg Russell here from Movie Show Plus, enjoying being here at the Foundation Hotel this week. We've been taking the show on the road quite a bit. Now, if you've got a business that you would like us to showcase, just let us know. Get in touch with us via our website right here, movieshowplus.com, and we'll get back with you. And hey, who knows? You might be the next movie star right here on Movie Show Plus.
How many bullets you got in you?
16, I think.
Might be good to have a doctor look at you sometime.
Might be good to have a doctor look at you sometime.
I ain't got no bullets in me.
Because I was covering you.
You may have heard there was a prison break. It was Bonnie and Clyde.
It's just interesting just to see, just what they had to do.
What was interesting was what they had to do without, which is you take for granted, like radios.
Oh, yeah.
And the communication. I mean, if you think You know, a lot of times we get history wrong. We can't go back in time.
And then even think about the time like with Bonnie and Clyde. Here they are, they have been killers, murderers of, civilians, police officers, but they were the rock stars of their time.
They were the Kardashians of their era.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been, if you think about it, too, they've been caught within the first hour in today's climate. Within the first hour.
Yeah.
They look like a bad version of cops.
Right.
Without their shirt on or something,
Right.
These guys never have their shirt on.
Hey, you got room for one more?
Not even packed. Ah, Judas Priest, get in.
This is 1934. Gangsters, submachine guns. And you put cowboys on Bonnie and Clyde?
Texas Rangers.
Hey, good to see you again, and my best to Detroit.
Here she is, the governor of Texas, during a time when that was an amazing story on its own.
Yes, I know. I had no idea that there was a female governor of Texas, and she served 2 terms.
Wow.
Yeah. The first term, she came into power because her husband was so corrupt. He was impeached. So she stepped in and she insisted that, you were getting 2 governors for the price of 1. But after an interim, she was reelected. And in 1934, when our movie begins,
I'm going to take them down.
What a fine idea.
Who are you fellas? Suppose we're the bad guys.
Come to the wrong place, mister. Around here, Clyde is king.
But he didn't see me. Clyde might be king, but I'm a Texas Ranger, you little... No, he didn't see me.
Check out MovieShowPlus.com to watch this episode online and for exclusive content, extended interviews with Greg Russell, and a complete archive of movie reviews with Tom Santilli. Also, make sure to like and follow us on social media and on our Movie Show Plus YouTube channel.
Being empowered starts with getting informed, looking closer. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. But many of us don't know there are different types of breast cancer with different characteristics. That was me. Learning about the specifics of my diagnosis gave me the confidence to make informed treatment decisions with my doctor. This meant everything to me and my family. So take another look. Ask another question. Learn more at notonetype.org.
Solitude Links Golf Course and Banquet Center is a venue unlike any other. Located in Kimball, Michigan, we have 3 unique banquet halls accommodating 25 to 500 guests. We also feature an extensive selection of menu items. Our beautiful outdoor gazebo, which overlooks a waterfall and lake, provides a perfect, picturesque setting for your wedding ceremony. Enjoy our unique outdoor patio and bar that's accessible from the reception area and available to add to any package. We also offer great off-season packages for any event, November through April. Solitude Links Golf Course and Banquet Center. It's the best kept secret in St. Clair County.
Everyone from the place, come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face.
That he very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award. And the reasons for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry,
It poses some really interesting questions. If you died, and then somehow a year later, you had 1 day, 2 days to come back, what would you do?
Lots of new movies opening this weekend. Let's get to it. Lots of content on the show today, so I'm going to take a cue from Dumbo and fly right through my reviews this week. First up, though, I want to hit on Jordan Peele's Us, his second directing effort, and it's the highly anticipated follow-up to his first film, Get Out. It's been killing at the box office. You can read more of my thoughts on my Rotten Tomatoes page, but ultimately I felt like Us fell a bit flat, and it was way too implausible to be effective. I gave it a C+. But the big release this week is Tim Burton's Dumbo. We're used to incredible visuals from Burton, but for me, his movies usually lack heart. With Dumbo, though, he strikes the right beats. It's colorful, it's energetic, I think kids will love it, and for Disney purists like myself, you'll be happy to know that many of the iconic moments are still intact, with other parts being updated to fall in line with the times. It's a good mix of the new and the old, and Dumbo was an enjoyable ride. I give it a B. There's also a few other new movies in limited release that are worth checking out this weekend, one of which is called The Mustang, and the other a Dev Patel vehicle, Hotel Mumbai. For more detailed reviews of these and other movies, please check me out on Rotten Tomatoes. You can go to the site, search the critics list to find Tom Santilli, and you can scroll through all of my recent and not so recent reviews. Another good way to find my stuff is to follow me on Twitter at Tom Santilli, or go to the website movieshowplus.com.
Hey, Greg Russell here from Movie Show Plus, enjoying being here at the Foundation Hotel this week. We've been taking the show on the road quite a bit. Now, if you've got a business that you would like us to showcase, just let us know. Get in touch with us via our website right here, movieshowplus.com, and we'll get back with you. And hey, who knows? You might be the next movie star right here on Movie Show Plus.
You're about to meet a strange people in a strange enemy country.
Rachel.
Hello, Lewis.
You dropped more bombs on Hamburg and fell on London in the whole of the war.
It's been difficult. For you too, I expect.
For all of us.
I think it, you know, I think it's got a lot of themes running through it and questions that, you know, how do you rebuild? So it's based in the direct aftermath of the Second World War, which is a period where maybe there has been films set here, but I've never seen them. So I sort of instantly, when I read it, I thought, oh, this is not a world that I know, and how did they rebuild afterwards? And how do, you know, a German and an English person who've been killing each other and utterly demonized each other for the last 6 years, how on earth Did they manage to suddenly see each other as human beings again and to forgive and to move forward? How on earth did they manage to rebuild Germany after it had been utterly destroyed? You know, and then from a very personal level, how do people who've been through such trauma become whole again? How do they continue living? How do they come back together? I thought all of those, you know, and it's funny, you think about that generation and you think about the war and you think about, you know, the heroes and the losers and the, you know, but you don't think about actually what their great triumph was, which is the 70 years of peace that have happened afterwards, you know, particularly in Europe.
You've got to share your house now with somebody else, and you've got to work for them.
Yeah, he's lost a tremendous amount in the war and after the war. He lost his wife. All he has is his daughter, and she blames him for the loss of her mother. So she doesn't want to communicate with him at all. She doesn't want to see him. And he's an architect. He has his house is filled with beautiful Bauhaus furniture, and it's been requisitioned. So when Kira and Jason's characters, when they show up, it's he's meant to move to a camp with his daughter, but they decide to let him stay in the attic because it's obviously a massive house, and they're generous enough to let them stay, or Jason's character is.
It tears at you, but it's very uplifting as well in terms of what love truly is, and how tough it is and how rewarding it will be, you know, of truly having a partner.
Yeah. Like you said, when people see it, that'll really kick in, because we all talked about, you know, different things afterwards.
Yeah.
And also, going back even with what you said about what happened, like, to the German women and all the different things, that's one good thing about, say, like, modern movies about, say, like, the World Wars.
Yeah.
They start telling more of the truth.
Yeah.
It's no longer that glossy, you know, everybody just looks so great and they take over the town. Right. They take over the towns, but it's like, no, this is war. This is what happened.
Yeah. And it's not, you know, it's not Saving Private Ryan, or which was a great film as well, but it's a, you know, it's the aftermath of war. It's very easy to show the action of war. Not many people, even history talks about how, you know what happened in the aftermath. How was it put back together?
Yeah.
You know, how do you forgive and help your neighbour who's done these things?
Will we be all right? Everything can start again.
A Dream Limousine continues to be Metro Detroit's finest luxury transportation service. 734-542-6800. Offering late model luxury SUVs to brand new party buses that seat up to 34 passengers. 734-542-6800. Including the one-of-a-kind Escalade Stretch with the exciting jet door. Call 734-542-6800. That's 734-542-6800. A Dream Limousine.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel. I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise. This town is a sanctuary. Every man worth the name knows the value of being unreachable. It'd be a pity not to recognize what's at stake.
What's the move, Al? You ever think, Bullock, of not going straight at a thing?
No.
It could have happened to anybody, but it didn't. It happened to us.
The new band is gonna be something nobody's ever seen before.
Oh my God, those are my pants.
But they look so much better on me.
We got a runaway, a kid drummer, an old man.
Let's just play it.
A cover band singer.
They say you're gonna be a rock star.
What do you think?
Their very first gig when they got together as a band, even before they started playing, the first thing that happened was a fight. So if you're going to be a rock and roll band, I guess that's probably the perfect way to get things going.
And I think that's what Nicky says in the movie. Is he says, "Look, they're crying for some anarchy, so let's give it to them." They were, they were a group of young people that were frustrated with new wave and frustrated with all these different different types of music,
very minimalist kind of.
Yeah, and I think there was a group of young people that needed to resist and fight back.
Yeah,
and they brought that.
That they did. And just, fun seeing all the different concert stuff. But it's amazing how long, they stayed together through all the ups and downs.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's crazy because you kind of, it shouldn't have happened that way, really, and it's in the film as well.
If we want to knock people on their asses, then we've got to give them a show. I'm talking like a stadium show in the clubs. The fans, they're dying for some anarchy. So let's give it to them.
I work for Elektra Records. You guys like a record deal?
There were lots of good times, then bad times. You hear about that in every group. Any group that's good and travels and, does all this stuff, usually will have a time period where it's like, I need a break.
We got on Absolute House on Fire and we became great friends. But we worked together for 4 months, 5 months? Yeah. If we worked together for 20 years, I think we'd definitely kill each other. So, you know what I mean? I think if you pull anyone, if you pull anyone together for that period of time, you're gonna have, especially when they're big personalities.
Right.
also know you got to meet some of the guys. What was that like?
It was scary, wasn't it? I think the first time when they walked in, but didn't they come in and we were doing the camera test, was it?
No, we band rehearsal, and they had a Netflix crew filming it. We were in high heel boots. My legs were like shaking like Bambi. Not only because I was in these boots, but I was performing to Nikki Sixx's bass riffs to Nikki Sixx, so that was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Win it all or lose it all. We are Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, here all week.
Check out MovieShowPlus.com to watch this episode online and for exclusive content, extended interviews with Greg Russell, and a complete archive of movie reviews with Tom Santilli. Also, make sure to like and follow us on social media and on our Movie Show Plus YouTube channel. Next time on Movie Show Plus, Sam Rockwell and Taraji P. Henson are the best of enemies. And Shazam, the latest DC comic book movie, finally flies into theaters.
Dude, did you see that?
Yeah, you electrocuted a bus and almost killed these people.
And then I caught it!
Any and all views and or opinions expressed by me, Tom Santilli, are fully my own and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of Movie Show Plus, any other critic on the show, or anybody else associated with this program.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a